I like punching things, and I bet you do too. If so, Midnight Fight Express may be right up your alley. It's even got fight in the title. That's a good sign. But before you jump into this big brawling adventure, we've got some tips to help you become the best Midnight Fighter you can be. I'm Jamie Latour, and here are some beginner's tips for Midnight Fight Express. During the game's tutorial, you'll be introduced to a gameplay mechanic called Focus. This has you hold down the left trigger to highlight enemy health bars and objects that can be used as weapons. This may not seem like a crucial part of Midnight Fight Express, but it can be a lifesaver. Some levels will require you to use ranged weapons or explosives to get past tough enemies, and Focus can help you locate these items so you can efficiently clobber the bad guys with them. On top of that, it will also slow things down just a bit so you can plan out your next move. So don't forget to focus in between all of that glorious violence. You'll acquire various skills and new moves to hurt people with over the course of the game. And if you're unsure on how to use them, you can always visit the playground. The playground is Midnight Fight Express's training mode and can be accessed in between levels in your hideout. You'll be able to spawn different enemy types and play around with weapons to get a better feel of how to survive these midnight fights. And if you want to practice a specific skill, go into the Skills and Upgrades menu, choose the skill you want to work on, and select the Test in Playground option. Speaking of skills, you'll gain skill points as you complete levels, and then you can unlock new skills and moves in your hideout. There are quite a few skill trees, so you could get a little overwhelmed trying to figure out which skills to unlock first. When it comes to the best skills to get early on in the game, it's a good idea to unlock combos, long-range attacks, parry and counter, chain finisher, elemental finisher, and grab enemy. These are some of the best skills to have in the opening levels, and should give you the tools you need to seriously injure your opponents. There's one other skill you should consider unlocking early, and that's Kick Big Items, which is found along the fighter's skill tree. Bigger items can be thrown at your enemies, but Kick Big Items allows you to quickly fling objects at their heads, which will allow you to integrate this move into your combos more fluidly. Throwing or kicking big items can help you do damage from afar, or create some space between you and the henchmen you'll run into. You can even do this with explosive items to really create some chaos. So make sure to use that focus to find the big stuff and wreck everybody in the room. Knowing how to hurt the jerks that are coming after you is one thing, but another important rule when it comes to Midnight Fight Express's combat is to never stop moving. This is a very fast-paced game, and slowing down leaves you vulnerable to being stabbed, shot, or smacked around with a toilet plunger by one of the many bloodthirsty goons you'll run into. Remember to utilize that dodge roll of yours, and if you do need a moment to plan out your next move, use focus to slow things down and catch your breath. Like many modern beat-em-ups, Midnight Fight Express offers up some replay value by giving you challenges to complete in each level. However, when you're just starting out, it's probably a good idea to ignore these for now. These challenges can be quite difficult early on, and some of them require you to have certain skills that you likely won't have unlocked yet. You only get skill points for beating levels, so you're best to complete the game and unlock some new moves before attempting these challenges. Finally, there's no shame in adjusting those difficulty settings. After all, you're supposed to be the one kicking the butts, not getting your own butt kicked. That's not how this works. You can change the difficulty and the settings from the main menu. The best part of Midnight Fight Express's difficulty settings is that you can create a custom setting that lets you adjust things like starting health or enemy aggression to fit your playstyle. So feel free to change those difficulty options to make Midnight Fight Express the optimal butt-kicking simulator. For more gaming news and guides, check out thegamer.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.